hyena. You're so precious. Hiya, Toots. Mr. J. Come here, Puddin'. Puddin' cups.
Puddin', it's not puddin' cups. It's puddin'. You want to know how I got these scars?
That's the wrong one.
My father. What is up, Flick fans? Welcome back to my channel. Bit of a different angle today, but we have a special guest. This is Madison. This is my wife. Say hi. Hi. We're going to talk about Birds of Prey today. I need you in the comments section letting me know, is this a movie you guys were looking forward to? Were you a fan of how they went about this film? Very different from what we've seen before in the DC universe. And let's get into it. So after splitting with the Joker, Harley Quinn joins superheroes Black Canary, Huntress, and Renee Montoya to save a young girl from an evil crime lord. Madison, I'm going to start with you. What do you think?
Birds of Prey is about the American bald eagle.
No, it's the wrong Birds of Prey. Did you like this movie? Let's go there.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes, I did like this movie.
Okay.
Mainly because, I know, I'm going to get some eye rolls. Mainly because I enjoyed Suicide Squad, and I thought this was a similar feel. So, yeah, I'm going to just say yes, Austin. I did enjoy the film.
I do semi-agree with what you said. Not completely. It does take what Suicide Squad did well and amplifies that. If you're talking about the style, if you're talking about the tone, kind of of a wacky, quirky, I don't want to say silly movie because that makes it sound bad, but it does have that feel. But with the headliner like Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, you're going to have that. You're going to have that feel all throughout the movie. But man, oh man, does it not work oh so well in this film. I mean, pretty much everything about the feel and the tone. For the most part, the pacing, I don't know how rewatchable this movie is going to be for me, but I do want to say, before I give it over to you, this was a movie that I was nervous about. Like, I enjoyed the first trailer, I think more than most, but way back when they announced it, I was just like, okay. And then the follow-up trailers, I was just like, all right. I don't think I love it as much as some critics because I'm seeing a lot of praise, and that's absolutely okay. I do have my issues, nitpicks here, and we'll get into that. But for the most part, I was surprised. I had a good time, and the action, but we'll get into that. Madison, goods. Need goods.
Yeah, I'll say I wasn't like, oh my god, I need to see this movie after I saw the trailer, but I was like, yeah, I'm going to see that.
And you like Suicide Squad, too, so you enjoyed kind of the feel of what this movie could be.
And I think most of all, I enjoyed the music. I don't think it was over the top. That was some people's complaints, right, for Suicide Squad.
Yes. Didn't fit.
Right. I thought the song choices in this film fit perfectly, and they really gave you that, let's fight.
Yeah. No, I agree with you.
Speaking of fighting, I loved all the gore and blood and broken bones and all that. That was really, I like that.
I mean, you didn't know it was R-rated, and I knew it was R-rated, but I just, you don't think that going in, and then you hear your first F word, and then the second, and the third, and like, you see
$3 to the swear jar,
and you see bone crunching, and you see, and I'm talking John Wick. Now I'm gonna make some John Wick comparisons, right?
Oh my!
I'm gonna make some John Wick comparisons, some John Wick level violence, gore, and most importantly, fight scenes. The fight scenes in this movie, from Huntress to, of course, Margot Robbie. She's going to kill it every time as Harley Quinn, but I didn't know she could fight this well. Obviously, you've got the stunt doubles. You've got the incredible choreography. But man, oh man, did they not make this look awesome. Now, we'll get into the fact that some of it did kind of become repetitive, especially in the third act. But overall, man, what they did with the camera, the movements, I mean, easily the most surprising part of the movie for me.
I love how over the top this film is, in the sense that she's getting thrown against buildings and she kind of bounces off, gets back up, and she's fine. Like, I kind of enjoy that, especially with it's a comic book feel, I think is what I'm trying to say. Like, I really enjoy that kind of movie. It's fun.
Well, that's kind of the Harley Quinn shtick is you've got they incorporate animated things. They tell her backstory. They utilize flashbacks. She's voicing over. She's got the weird characters appearing above her. And at first I was kind of like, oh, it's really quirky. But then you get used to it and you're just like, oh, it's Harley Quinn. I mean, that's what... It's Birds of Prey, but I see this more of a Harley Quinn movie, absolutely. That's why Harley Quinn is in the really long subtitle of the Emancipation Proclamation of the the history class. What did you think specifically about the characters? Who was your favorite? Who was the standout? Who was the most surprising?
I like the little girl. I mean, I'd say obviously Margot Robbie's my favorite. Duh, that's gonna be everyone's favorite.
Oh, she's
but
still.
I thought
yeah.
the little girl was actually really, really funny.
She was. And I liked Huntress. I'm a big Mary Elizabeth Winstead fan. She owned that role. I like
She's
how.
from 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Yes,
Is that what it's
and Sky High.
I know.
Sky High.
I try not to mention that one because we like that movie.
Let's go. We love that movie. But no, that's absolutely okay. I think everyone played their part to a T, whether you're looking at it from a comic book perspective or just the fact that they knew what they were. I mean, they kept making fun of Renee Montoya for being the cliche cop character from the movies, and they kept making fun of Huntress's name. And I like how they own that, because I'm not going to lie to you, the first half of the movie, there were times when the dialogue would feel as if they were leaning too far into that. It's like, this is a trope. This is a cliche. Well, after a while, it starts to become a trope and a cliche. And I wouldn't say this is the tightest movie it could have been. When we talk about the pacing, I do think it works for the most part, but I'm still to the point to where I don't know how rewatchable this movie's going to be. I definitely have to see it again, but how did you feel about all of those things?
How did you feel about the storyline progression? Like, it'd be going, and then it'd almost be like they acknowledge that they're going to have a flashback and start back from the beginning.
Yeah.
And did you like that? I couldn't decide.
I liked the incorporation of flashbacks because I liked how they went about doing it with Robbie's voiceover. But I don't know if I loved the story with Black Mask as a villain, and Ewan McGregor owned this. I mean, hamming it up, going crazy. After a while, it did kind of become, I'm going to use this word again, repetitive, and I hate to say that, but Ewan was fantastic. But the overall storyline with the diamond and the fact that they have to come together to create a team, it did feel a bit familiar, and I don't know if I love that part of the movie.
Are you talking about Obi-Wan?
Obi-Wan?
Is that who we're talking about?
Obi-Wan. Hello there. That's it, right? I was trying to think
Is
of that.
that the Pooh Bear one?
Hello there. Oh, no, that's you're thinking of the hello there. Well, it's from Star Wars, but it's the Pooh Bear meme where Pooh Bear turns into General Grievous and he's got all the lightsabers. We're really off track.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but I kind of like that he was getting over the top. I think it went with the flow of the film.
It's a very different moving movie. Like I said at the beginning, it's not a movie you're going to see in the DC universe. Well, maybe after this you're going to see a lot more of it, but it does feel more like a Deadpool, more like a John Wick when you look at the action, and you say both of those things combined, it sounds pretty awesome, and for the most part it was thoroughly entertaining. I just wish the story would have maybe worked a bit more for me. I wish I would have been locked in on the story as much as I was the characters and the performances. By the way, I wanted to see absolutely more of Huntress. I don't think we got enough of her, so I do hope we see these characters again. You know what time it is? It's time for the score! What you gonna give it? I have a score in my head, and I'm not gonna say what it is. And we always do this. I either one-up you, or I'm one below you. What's it gonna be?
So I know that you told me that the tomato meter, is that what it's called?
Yes.
Tomato
That's
meter?
right. Yeah. Pretty good.
You said it was fresh, but you didn't tell me the number. Still don't know the number. But mine's going to be fresh. I'm going to go with, that's what I thought when I got it here, 73. You didn't have the same one.
It's the same freaking score.
No,
we do
you
this
don't.
every time. Well,
because we talk about the movie as we're coming home, and I feel like we get to the same level.
I thought you liked
reasoning.
it more than a 73, though.
I did, but I gotta keep other movies in my head and compare it to other movies we've seen. It's got to balance.
I've really gotten in your head with these scores because people ask me all the time. They're like, Austin, how do you come up with a 7.3 out of 10? And it's so strategic, and I'm doing the comparison game, and the fact that you came up with the same score as me. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to leave your comments down below. Did you like Birds of Prey? And if you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up button.
Also, I was gonna add, who do you think would win in a fight, Harley Quinn or John Wick? Comment below.
Come on. Come on. Now, before we go, though, there was one point that you brought up walking out of the theater. You said the fight scenes did feel a tad bit choreographed,
Yeah,
staged.
it almost felt like a dance at some points. You kind of could guess where the next punch was going to go.
Yeah, that's another nitpick I had.
I mean, I don't know if that's just part of the style or if that's actually too much rehearsing.
Maybe, but regardless, I like the stunt work. I like the choreography. I think it worked very well. And this was a really fun movie. I just don't know if it got all the way there compared to what some other people are saying.
You gave it a 73.
For me, it's still a good score. Thank you guys, like I said, for watching. Tune in tomorrow morning because a lot of Netflix reviews. Madison, where the people find you on planet Earth?
Instagram at Coleslaw6.
That's it. All right. That's all, folks. We'll see you later.